It was the only thing that gave me peace.
Yeah.
Like I never stopped. Like I was always watching Comp COD. I've always been Greenwall. I've always like that's always been my team.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember the exact moment that like I just fell in love with Optic, and this is why this is such an important moment for me. Like I thought I was gonna cry. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh my god.
Because like,
okay.
dude, I don't want to like pivot too much, but like, you guys are my freaking heroes, dude. Like, and I don't care. Your flowers need to be given to each and every one of you guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Around the Bar. Today we got my boy Fatnap. Ayofatnap. You've probably seen him on shorts, any form of shorts, whether it's YouTube shorts or Instagram or TikTok. The boy is a gamer. Not only is he a gamer and a great creator, but I think he's next up. I think he's following that path that some of the biggest creators in the world followed. He has a really awesome life story, and this is his first podcast he's ever done, so we had a great time. And, he's also a bit of an Optic fan, as you will see. If you guys do enjoy this episode, please go check out the Patreon. We continue this conversation over on the Patreon. We have ad-free viewing with extended cuts. We also have an advice show that we produce for patrons, and all the funds from the Patreon go straight back into the show for equipment upgrades and flights and hotels for different guests. It all goes back into creating a good show, good conversation. So thank you for watching, and please enjoy this episode with Fatnap.
Yes, sir.
Cheers. We're drinking
Cheers.
rum or Jack and Coke.
Jackson Coke. And we have to sip because it's bad luck if you don't,
It
right?
is. That's what I've always heard.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, of course, man. We're at DreamHack right now. It's the first time ever doing a mobile around the bar. You're the first ever mobile around the bar. It's a little goofy, but it's gonna be a good conversation anyway.
Yeah.
We're still drinking. Also, I forgot we even had these on because we've had them on for so long.
That's what I'm saying. And you just kind of forget that they're there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out in a minute. But yeah.
And you said you're about to drop these?
No, not about to drop them. They've been prototyped for a while. Like my chat's always like, dude, drop merch, whatever. And I'm like, nah.
So you're still cooking up the perfect recipe.
Yeah. We're still trying to just figure out, like, we don't even know if it'll be those cloth, like that logo on the cloths anymore or whatever.
I like it, man.
But
I like it.
I had the pink ones when I was like on my way here, and I was like, Hitch is just gonna. I was just like, this is Hitch vibe. Bro.
I love the pink ones, man.
I was just like, I know he's gonna be in traffic, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, all the way down from a 45-minute drive.
Yeah,
but I got these on.
Yeah, those are legendary because my grandma wore those. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't take them.
No, you can because I didn't give them to her.
Oh,
I picked her up. I don't know, get her a pack of cigarettes or something. I don't know what it was, but I had her throw them on because I was like, I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
she needed to just.
Now I'm extra honored.
She needed it. I think they'd probably make you look a little bit younger or whatever. I don't know. So I was like, throw them on, you know. So.
If you guys don't know, Fatnap he's next up, man. He's the up and coming streamer. Actually, way more than up and coming. He is killing it, crushing it. And so yeah, I just kind of want to pick your brain. I noticed you haven't done any podcasts or anything like that. We've kind of talked a few times, and I want to see how did this all start, man?
Okay. First off, thank you for saying that. That's
of course.
That's crazy coming from you. Like, I'm just grateful so thank you. Podcast, yes, is like first time anything, dude. I told you, like, never been to like an event.
Mm-hmm.
And when you asked me to be on a pod, like, I remember I dropped in a stream because like I just dropped in because you have been doing it, and I was just like, can we cuss?
Yeah, of course.
I just like bullshit when you guys like,
yeah.
And you were like, bro, just nonchalantly like, come on the pod. And I'm like, you're trolling. You know what I'm saying? And then I think it's Grims in the chat. It's one of your mods, Grims. He was like, he don't give that to nobody. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, I'll book my ticket now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So crazy. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so first time, thank you. But this all started. I don't know. Like, how much time do we got?
As much time.
Because like it goes back. And there's like a whole.
Yeah, I want to hear it, man.
Okay,
I want to hear it. How do we get to the point where you're cutting people open on that game? I don't even know what it's called.
Half Sword.
Half Sword.
Yeah. And shout out to the Half Sword team. They've been very sweet to me, and their game is amazing. So thank you guys. If you guys even see this, I don't know. But So like when I was like 14, was just obsessed with Hex and him. And
really?
Swear to God.
Oh
like the COD 4 sniping.
Okay.
He would do like the commentaries, and it was Hex and Grizz.
Yeah, Grizz. Yeah.
And I was just like, I remember like the Matrix dropped on Grizz, and I was just like, dude, this is like the craziest thing in the world.
Unbelievable.
And Grizz was pulling numbers back in like 07. He was pulling like 500,000 views on a Call of Duty montage.
Yeah, not even that many people had computers.
Dude, those numbers, like that number back then is
insane.
Like 10 million today.
Right.
Like it's that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people understand how crazy it is.
It's unreal.
But and like Grizz was like the Justin Bieber of Call of Duty. Like every lobby you got in, like if you were with Grizz or like they'd be, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, it's Grizz.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just like the inspiration kind of started there when I was young in like the trick shotting era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, you know, when FaZe started and things like that. So like I like got like a Dazzle HD.
Okay.
Started trying to do like commentaries. Like it's still, all this is still on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like I plan on doing like a video one day of like pulling that, you know what I'm saying? Like this old content into like where it is now.
Right. Yeah.
So so I ended up like, you know, giving a shot at that. I ended up like befriending Grizz.
Oh, really?
I became a part of Grizz's 6-man.
Oh shit!
When I was like 14.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this gets crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
like,
ready.
It gets really crazy.
Okay.
So, So you know, I one of my friends, like on my friends list, like got into a lobby with Grizz, and then like he had sent everybody on his friends list, like, dude, I just played with Grizz. Like, go look at my recent players. It's crazy. And back on the 360 days, if you could go to somebody's profile and then go to their recent players.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I snuck in there and I was like seeing, and then he was like joinable, and I was like the last person to join into the lobby.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And then I just kind of pretended I got in there randomly.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like stream sniping like before like it even existed.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And I was a squeaker, dude. Like my damn balls ain't even dropped yet. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay to say.
It is okay to say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If not, Matt.
No, you could say whatever you want.
All right. But yeah, so and dude, I was just in there being goofy. You know, I don't even remember what I was saying, but I was a squeaker.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like anything's funny, really.
Right.
But I do remember somebody had like dissed Grizz, and I was like, you ain't about to diss Grizz on my watch, buddy. And I just started chewing into this like grown man that was like dissing Grizz.
Okay.
And like I just remember like Grizz and like his 6-man he was playing with, they were eating me up.
Yeah.
And I ended up like when I joined in, I wasn't on their team because they were playing like Grizz always played with a 6-man. Yeah. Grizz did not like losing.
Right.
Like if you were the reason that Grizz lost,
you're off.
You're gone. And you could just hear the lighter in the background spark up, and you could just in one drag he killed the whole cigarette and just like
just get him out.
Yeah, just get him out. Like so yeah, so somebody had like left. I ended up getting on their team the next game, I think, or something like that. I don't. It's like I'm kind of. I don't even know if paraphrasing is the right word. Just I guess remembering how whatever. And then I ended up like being on their team for a game, and like back in the day, you could only have 100 friends. You remember that?
Yeah.
You couldn't have like back in the day, it was like 100 people, and like
it.
Dude,
the friends list meant a lot back then. It was basically currency. Like,
bro, you would go to somebody's friends list, and you'd be like, they have. FaZe Agony, Apex, Temper, Fakey, like all these, and then you would be like, bro, I need to get on his friends list, like you know what I'm saying, or whatever.
Yeah.
So we ended up like that second game, whatever. I was like on their team, and then like they had backed out, and then I tried to. I think he was also playing with like not only Use Me Blade. You remember him?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think it was either him or somebody. I can't remember the full 6-man, but there was one other person I remember. Her name was SoCal. And I tried to shoot everybody a friend request, right? Because I'm like, they were eating me up. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, I gotta like,
gotta
whatever.
Get in somehow.
Exactly. And it's Grizz, dude.
Right.
So yeah. So SoCal ended up like saying something to Grizz like, hey, my gamer tag back in the day used to be haters. Z no space HAYTERS.
Haters.
Because I was just like, dude, like I'm 6'4", 280. Okay. I always got made fun of for my height in school, and I was just like, I had this chip on my shoulder against everybody because it was just like, anyways. But yeah, so I went by Haters.
Okay.
And
Haters.
yeah, so she ended up like telling Grizz, like, he sent me an FR, and he was like, accept it. Like, I can't have 100 people on my friends list.
Right.
Because Grizz's friends list was like
packed. Yeah.
So
waiting
it
list.
all started kind of right there. You know what I mean? Like my obsession with like wanting to, because streaming didn't exist back then.
Yeah, no.
It was just like posting COD videos on YouTube. And it may have been like, you know, a couple YouTubers, like I think her name was, and it might be ignorant. I don't know. I can't think. It was like Jenna, I think it was, right?
Jenna Marbles?
I think, yeah. Like it was like that era, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it was like those YouTubers and like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of it. You know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
And then like obviously like the prop hunt videos, like Vanas and all them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I just became obsessed. Like I loved video games. It was like the only place that I felt accepted.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that kind of like opened up my world to almost like everything.
Yeah.
Like the competitive COD scene and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, so it all kind of started there. And then I ended up getting like real close with Grizz. And one night, this was like before I had any recording equipment, he was like, it was just me and him in a party. I'll remember this until I'm gone.
Yeah.
It was just me and him in a party. And he was just like, yo, you do YouTube or whatever. And I was like, no.
Right.
I was like, I want to, but I, you know, like we didn't grow up with a lot of money or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just didn't have like the resources to have it. But Christmas was coming up. So I was like, nah, man, but my mom's going to get me an HD PVR for Christmas.
Right.
And I'm not going to get this computer set up. And Grizz was like, let's do a dual commentary.
Okay.
I swear, like, and I was like, I muted my mic and I just ran around the room. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid. Like I'm 14, 13. You know what I mean? And then like the biggest Call of Duty creator of all time at that time was like wanted to do a commentary with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, young squeaker, whatever. And it didn't happen because we ended up like getting evicted, and then like I got into cigarettes and whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Went down a completely different path.
All right.
Just started hanging out
so
with
many
friends.
twists.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a movie right now.
So
okay.
It didn't happen, but it's like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I still have that to hold on to. But I remember one night I was in there with Grizz, and then Hex joined.
Okay.
I muted my mic. I'm like, the dog is in here. Like, everybody stand up. I stood up straight when he joined. He couldn't even see me through. I was like, and I remember he joined in, and he was like, yo, Grizz, you got Machinima's number? I guess he was trying to get money. Like, he had to get, like, Machinima wasn't paying him or something like that.
Yeah. Sounds like Hex.
Yeah, he had he had asked Grizz for, like, Machinima's number or some sort of contact at Machinima.
Yeah.
And, so that happened, and then basically, like, you know, that whole thing kind of pivoted away. And
so what Call of Duty is this?
This would have been Black Ops 1.
Black Ops
when all
1.
of this happened.
Okay, so not Modern Warfare 2.
No.
Okay,
so I was because Black Ops 1 came after, right?
After, yeah.
Okay. So by the way, you look phenomenal in these shades.
Thank you. I forgot they were on.
Hey, and we cultivated them perfect for that exact reason. Okay. I'm lying.
I appreciate it.
I'm totally lying, but like I had to say it. Anyways.
In your grandma's shades.
Yeah, exactly. It probably still got a damn Marlboro hint to it, don't it? Okay. Anyways. So Black Ops 1 days was like when all this happened.
Okay.
And so ended up like pivoting completely from content creation because like YouTube stuff. And it was like around this time, maybe a year later, I don't know. And one of my best friends, Nick, call him Tizzy. Shout out to Tizzy, I love you, bud. We were in a hot tub at a hotel because we didn't have nowhere to stay. My mom had got us a hotel for Christmas. Okay. Like it was me, my mom, and him. We had nowhere to go. We didn't have our own place or whatever. And me and Tizzy were just sitting in a hot tub, and he just looked over at me and he was like, "Let's be rappers."
Dude.
So,
dude, this is so sick. Okay, let's keep it going.
I'm telling you, it's a crazy loop.
It's a crazy journey.
Yes, it's a crazy journey.
Okay.
So, and I was just like Mac had just dropped like what's that? What I can't Donald Trump. He had just dropped that song. It was like going crazy, and I was just obsessed with Mac Miller.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't even think twice. I think I was smoking a cigarette too.
You're like,
dude.
yes,
I think my mom
rappers.
was there. Like, I was just like smoking a cigarette in a hot tub. I'm like 15. I'm like, this sounds so bad. My mom's gonna be so mad, but it's my story, mom. Okay, it's my story. All right.
Okay.
So, and I love you, mom. Okay, I don't want to, anyways. But, so yeah. So then we just started rapping, and I did that from like 15, like 9th grade.
Okay.
So that whole like Grizz stuff happened like I think 7th or 8th grade, and then like a year later I was like, all right, I'm gonna become a triple platinum artist, and I'm gonna tour the world. Of
course,
right?
Because that's happen.
Everybody like at one point has probably wanted to just be a triple platinum selling rapper.
Yes, of course, been there.
Like yeah, I seen a clip of yours the other day. I think I was laying in the hotel bed last night, and you threw on this beat, and you said the most off the wall. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? You don't even know because you always say off the wall stuff.
I always say, but I'm assuming it was the homophobic.
Yeah, you were like, I just drove off a gay cliff.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I'm homophobic Davis.
Yeah.
I only suck straight dick. Yes. That was freestyled too, which is crazy.
And it was bars, buddy. Gay bars. Okay. By the way, great places to get drinks. Okay.
Gay bars.
Yep.
I get it.
I'm not going to escape the allegations after that one, but I don't give a damn. Okay. See that? All right. Anyways.
You're married?
I'm engaged, but I was ready to just put a ring on it.
Dog, I'm the same way. We can go into that later.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But, yeah, because I want to hear your rapper journey.
Okay, so.
But I'm the same way. We'll get back to that.
Okay, perfect. I'll sum up the rapper journey that was a 10-year track.
Okay.
In a short amount, as short as I can.
Okay.
So we started being rappers. We used to go by the Goonies.
The Goonies.
Yes, it was a group of us. It was GHOONIES. We were a bunch of damn rabid dogs.
Okay.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, vitamin D deficient.
Right.
Nicotine addicts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you'd probably see us outside a bowling alley stealing a half-smoked cigarette on the ground. It was bad. Okay. But it's a part of the journey.
Right.
Got a lot of experience, almost prestige off that cigarette.
Yeah.
So,
every rapper has to do that.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, probably. Okay.
Every successful rapper like yourself.
That's true.
They have to go to bowling alleys.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. I like that. All right. So we started being rappers.
Yeah.
Eventually me and Tizzy like pivoted into doing like our own thing. We gave it a run, man. Ended up, I never stopped playing games.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I never stopped playing games. It was the only thing that gave me peace.
Yeah.
Like I never stopped. Like I was always watching Comp COD. I've always been Greenwall. I've always like that's always been my team. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact moment that like I just fell in love with Optic, and this is why this is such an important moment for me. Like I thought I was gonna cry. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh my god!
Because like, dude, I don't want to like pivot too much, but like, you guys are my freaking heroes, dude. Like, and I don't care. Your flowers need to be given to each and every one of you guys.
I appreciate
you
that.
guys are like the team. I don't care what anybody says, and I will die on that hill or wall. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I remember like in 6th grade art class, I had to be in 6th grade, but I had made this like pencil holder you'd set on your desk, and you can make it out of clay. And I made Optic, like the OG on your shirt sleeve right there on each triangle side, painted it. It was terrible. But I think Hex had like a P.O. box at the time.
Okay.
And I was like, Mom, send this. I don't know if she threw it away because it was that bad or if she sent it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you right now, if Hex got it, he threw it away.
He threw it away.
Yeah,
it's been
it
gone.
was that bad. But it's just
happened.
right.
Yeah.
And it's just like I just have that, like, you know what I'm saying? I think it's important to share that with you guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's just like, anyways, we'll go back to the rapper stuff. But yeah, so never stopped playing games. We ended up, rapping for a while. And then him and I kind of ended up parting ways. We never found like tremendous success when we were together. Hell, we never even found tremendous success ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was an amazing, journey nonetheless. But I ended up like pivoting and doing my own thing somewhere in like 2018, 2019, which is when Buck came into my life.
Okay.
And Buck had his own studio, and I I used to be up there with a they used to go by BTS, Beneath the Surface, and it was just like, you know, local. My mom had known some of them there, and I just ended up at that studio like working on music a lot.
Okay.
And
so you think your path is music at this point?
Yes.
Like you're all in on music, regardless if you're rapping or producing or whatever.
Ignoring all the signs, by the way. Like,
what do you mean?
How I grew up, like, no music influence at all.
Right.
Like, I just seen Mac Miller and was like, I want to be.
I'm gonna be that.
I want to be that.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is totally normal for like 15-year-olds to feel. You know what I mean? Like to see somebody they love, their hero or whoever, and just attach their identity to that. It's completely normal.
It is.
And I just thought that that's what I wanted to be. So we had we had a decent run. So like in 2019, met Buck. Now this is when it's going to get crazy again.
Okay. I'm
so
locked.
Buck, what'd you say? 2015? Okay, 2015. So I'm like way off.
Okay.
So, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so we were like, rocking and rolling, and dropped my first music video ever.
Okay.
Now you remember What Are Those? You may have seen this, which is I'm gonna be surprised if you haven't. You didn't?
Can you help?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on. But I don't know if you can pull anything up, like or whatever.
We got this. Right here.
So before you pull it up, Matt, just give me 1 second. So
okay.
So the What Are Those meme was going on.
What are those?
Right.
Got you.
So I was like, my first damn song gonna be a damn
like a meme song.
Like a meme song. He's gonna go crazy, boy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm about to just go crazy off this. So in my head, I was like, all right, this is my plan.
Yeah.
Let's do this meme song.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna buy an Optic hoodie. Okay. Hear me out. I'm telling you, this gets crazy.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna buy an Optic hoodie, I'm gonna wear an Optic hoodie in the entire video.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm like, somehow get Hex to see this freaking video.
Okay.
Right? Shoot the video comes out, and I made a fake Twitter, and I was like, I would just go, dude, I was my own damn street team, boy. I was on that fake Twitter like, this boy was spitting it down.
This guy's doing
boy.
it.
Like
He's
I was like
doing
tweeting everybody I wanted to see it, just spam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tweeted Hex, I think once or twice on that account, and I just took a screenshot of me with the Optic hoodie on,
right?
Like from the video, and I was like, dude, somebody wore an Optic.
This guy wore
Optic in this video, and then Hex responded to my fake Twitter and was like, send me the link, and I was like, dude, I sat up straight again. I was like, all right. And I just shot Hex the link, and then he tweeted it out.
No, oh my God!
He followed me.
That was crazy.
On my artist's Twitter.
Yeah.
Bose retweeted it.
What'd you go by?
I used to go by Gene Boy.
Gene Boy.
GENEBOY. Which I think the What Are Those video would still be underneath that, Matt.
Gene Boy.
Yes, I used to go by Gene Boy.
Okay.
I changed my name again, like when I got anyways. Yeah. So I shot that video. And like Hex tweeted it out. I remember like I was leaving the studio sitting in my car, like hyperventilating secondhand cigarette smoke. Like, this is insane. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, Hex seen the video. And I'm like, Bose tweeted it. Bose gave me a follow. I was like, and then Legion, you know Legion?
Yeah, of course.
And then he had tweeted it or responded like, bro, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then Nick Merck seen it.
Right.
And I was like, well, I'm on the top of the world right now. I was like, I'm about to go triple platinum.
This is
like,
it.
I was like, I'm about to go damn triple plat. Nothing really ever came of it, but that was the first video that I dropped. Like I got, my plan, like this, like, worked. I was like, this is cool. So yeah. And then, we rock and rolled for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then sometime in like, I don't know, a couple years later or whatever, I don't know what it is, I ended up doing a song with Afroman.
Oh my God,
yeah.
really?
Yeah. I mean, Afroman.
Yeah, of course.
So I ended up dropping a song with him.
Okay.
A music video, everything, the whole nine.
Is this under Gene Boy still?
That would be under Gene Boy, I believe, too, as well. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all on YouTube. It would all be on YouTube. But yeah, so dude, you wouldn't even know it's me.
Really?
Like you wouldn't even know it's me. Like you wouldn't even know the Gene Boy thing was like
front hat.
Bro, because dude.
It wasn't beanie, it was front hat.
No, dude, I gotta catch up. Sorry.
No, you're good. No rush.
I had a fro.
You had an afro?
Big afro. Dude, I can grow a crazy afro for a white guy.
So Same.
Dude,
Same.
you got the curls, bro. You got the damn curly fry from Arby, boy. I know you curled up. Yeah, we both got it.
I've got some crazy pictures,
bro. Yeah, I got some pretty crazy ones too.
Oh, so you got curly? You have curly hair,
dude. Curly as curly as. So I remember I would like leave the studio. I'd like be at a gas station like 2 a.m. and then like I'd be checking out and there'd be like an older black guy behind me and he'd be like, "You a brother?" And I'm like, "I am, but I'm not." And he'd be like, "All right, I got you." I'm like, "Yeah, boy, I got you too, big dog."
You used to pick it out and stuff?
Well, for the video, I did because Afro was in the video.
Okay,
so I was like,
you
"Bro, I
had
gotta
to
pick
pick
that
it
boy
out."
out." You know what I'm saying? So I picked that boy out. Now mine kind of lean a little bit like codeine on one side,
right?
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes, anyways, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, yeah, Matt, you have it. You're good. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, yeah. But anyways,
I can pull it up. I just need to tell me like which one I'm pulling up.
Okay, yeah. So will music play on stream?
Yes.
Or on? Okay, you'll be able to cut it out, right?
Yeah. I mean, is it copyrighted?
So when we release,
We can put the copyrighted part on Patreon.
Okay, perfect. Then just do that.
Yeah,
just do that because I think we distributed that through Empire and we have control of it, but I don't know if Empire would be weird.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want nothing to happen to your guys' YouTube.
No, that's completely fine.
So we'll do that. But yeah,
I gotta hear it regardless.
It's what you're looking at, Matt. That right there. Okay. So yeah,
I'm so hype right now.
So yeah,
this is Afroman.
This is Gene Boy featuring Afroman in 6.
Okay.
So it's muted, Matt. Or
yeah, the videos.
The video, on YouTube is. Yeah. So okay, Matt, can you pause it really quick?
we made it 1 second in.
So I just want to give a preface. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So do you remember the incident that Fro had?
No.
You never know. Like he had done like he had some girl had got on stage and he slapped her really bad.
No, sorry.
Okay.
Probably not. I just didn't know where that was going.
Okay.
I did not know about the slapping.
Well, it was pretty bad. Anyways.
Okay.
Like he didn't know. Like if you watch the video of him happening, he clearly couldn't tell. But the song is called "Stay Off the Stage." So
okay,
okay.
So it's about that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just about staying off the stage.
So you don't get slapped.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we at?
Yeah. So we shot it in the courtroom.
In the hood or something. For the Honorable Judge Michael B. Skeleton.
That's Big Mike. Shout out to Big Mike.
Oh my God. Gene Boy. Bro, what the hell? Yo!
Yeah.
Yo, this is insane.
Yeah, thank you, bud. I appreciate that for real.
Insane.
So I was 19 in this.
Yo, wow.
Yeah.
No, that's fire.
Yeah,
That
so
is fire.
yeah.
I like it. We got to put the shades back.
No, yeah, it's good. But yeah, I think that we don't got to play the whole video because it's like 4 minutes. But like that's one of Afroman's, I think, and I could be biased, but like, I swear to God, it's one of his best verses.
Really?
Ever.
Okay,
I mean, he raps his ass off, dude.
Okay.
And he kills it. He ran circles around me, like, you know what I'm saying?
It looked like you were doing your thing.
Yeah,
though.
no, yeah. So I mean, I don't know if I ever loved it the way that I I thought I did.
What, music?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever
okay.
really loved it. Like, to
Alright.
be completely honest with you, I think I was just lying to myself, but I just
Okay.
didn't know how to decipher that discrepancy.
How do you get the opportunity, to go back? You said you're at, I think you said Christmas that you were in the hot tub at the hotel.
Yeah.
How do you go from Christmas and you're saying you don't have anywhere to stay to now have an opportunity to shoot a music video? Like what kind of like
That was all Buck.
all Buck?
Yeah. And like he believed in me so much in the music that he was willing to like put his own money behind.
Okay,
it.
that's
You
awesome.
know what I'm saying? And
That's
like
awesome.
never even once asked me for any of it back. He
That's
just
awesome.
believed in me that much. You know what I mean? Like never no paperwork, never no contracts, all off just a handshake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
That's awesome.
he just believed in me that much. And like if I could go back, part of me would be like I would do it different because the best thing out of the music, the best thing out of those 10 years
Yeah.
was meeting him
Yeah.
and having him in my life. Any opportunity, all the like the song with Fro, everything else, the best thing that ever happened to me in those 10 years of doing music was meeting him.
That's awesome.
Like, and like he's just, you know what I'm saying, just always held me down and supported me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
course.
like anywhere that this decides to take me, I want him right by my side.
Yeah.
Just like I'd want my fiance as well. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like that's my team.
Yeah.
You know
of
what I
course.
mean? So, but yeah, so that was all Buck. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And that's kind of I ended up like, I stuck with the music literally up until like a little bit after like COVID. You know what I mean? Like I was just
Yeah.
like, I ended up, just kind of being like, bro, this ain't going nowhere.
The music.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, I think I was 22 or 23.
Yeah.
24 maybe. And I was like, we're not met because we've known each other our whole life, but like we kind of I wouldn't even say rekindled, but we just started hanging out again. My fiance,
my
current,
first fiance.
okay, yeah. So, and I was just like, I didn't want to lose her,
Yeah.
So I was like, I just need to grow up and just be honest with myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So funny knowing
Yeah.
how you found success.
Right.
After
And,
saying I need to grow up, now
Okay,
you're shooting
that-
people in Schedule 1.
dude, yeah.
But okay,
Right.
I
So,
know where
yes.
it's very heartfelt. I like it.
And it was just like, I don't know. I ended up like, she kind of put a little fire under my butt,
Okay.
and
Is this real? Get a real job fire?
yes,
Or okay.
it was like, she never said stop,
Of course.
dreaming.
Of course.
but she's like, I mean, dude, she had her on her shoulders, graduated college. She's an accountant. She makes great money. At the time that we started hanging out again, I
Yeah.
had nothing. I
Right.
was broke in a joke, but I'd walk into
Yeah.
a room and they'd laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
was the joke, but I
Right.
didn't think I was, but I was.
Right.
And I
hard
was,
Because you kind of like I made a song with Afroman. I
Right.
feel like that knowing how I am,
yeah.
because I kind of did similar stuff and just more in the gaming scene rather than in music,
Mm-hmm.
where it's like I was broke
Yeah.
working at Walgreens, but like Nate Shot followed me on Twitter. So
Yeah.
like I'm better than all of you. I can't pay my mortgage. I can't pay my rent, not
Dude.
mortgage. I can't pay my rent. It's $400 a month. But Nate Shot follows me.
Hey, you say, hey, my lights turn off. I close my eyes. I see that Nate shot follow. Boy, my whole world is lit up. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
exactly. It's gotta be the same.
Dude, I feel you.
I
Like,
did what do you mean? What do you mean get a real job? I did a song with Afroman.
I'm like, Hex followed me 2.5 years ago on Thursday on November 20. And then I just, you know what I'm saying? And I was
Right,
like,
yeah.
and Bose just, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, he unfollowed me like a month later, Bose. So, you know what I'm saying? might
were
have
you in
to-
his DMs?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, because Bo's don't like being DMs.
No,
He
I
don't
was.
like
I
it. He
wasn't
don't
it.
like
No, I just, and I'm not mad at him. I'm just
Yeah.
trolling him. But I will put him in a headlock. No, I'm playing. No, he would literally just. Anyways, maybe an arm.
You're 6'4", 280.
Yeah, that's true.
240, 280.
Well, with anxiety, I'm like 6'2", I don't know, 190.
Okay.
So I shrunk a little bit
Leaned
walking
out.
in the dream hack.
I get you.
So,
I get you.
Yeah. But yeah. So, anyways, the music stuff ended up. I never like. I would now that I have an audience,
Right.
I would dabble in it. I think again, but I would never like give it. It would be complete joke, like it would just be like, I got something to get off my damn chest, boy. I'm gonna go in here and just lay
Right,
it down. You know what
yeah.
I mean, or whatever.
I got you.
For
For music.
Right. Yes. For
Yeah,
music. And so, I know I told you it's like a long journey.
It is, no,
and we
I'm
haven't even
locked.
got to the streaming part yet.
I know.
So
I'm excited to see how it gets
we'll
there.
fast forward to that. Like, so I was staying at a house with two of my friends, Tizzy, and then we call him Kumar. And I think that we just became content in our stagnant water, I guess you could say. Like, does that make sense?
Of life?
I think misery loves company is a very, very, very true statement.
Yes.
And I think that we had no direction. We didn't know where we were going.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of just sick of it.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm moving out. And I was like, I can't do this no more.
Right.
I was like, I love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but we got to get our shit together, bud.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? And ended up moving out of there. And my aunt and my uncle were like, my aunt was like, always been so supportive. God, I'm like just so thankful for her. Because my mom ended up moving out to Florida, and she left the rental house we had to me and my two friends.
Okay.
And so my mom moved to Florida, and I was like, by the way, the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Okay.
Like, I miss my mom, but it was like, I just needed to get out of that nest. You know what I
Right,
mean?
of
So
course.
her leaving made me grow up too.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, it's time for me to get my shit together. So I like told the boys, like, I'm moving in with my aunt. And that was November 23, I think November 2023. I'll say something like that. It was
Okay.
I think
Not that long ago.
No, it was like Labor Day weekend
Okay.
or something like that, or Memorial Day, something like that. I like moved out of the house, moved in with my aunt. And I was got a job in tech sales. I was really good at it, but I hated it. I was the most miserable I've ever been in my entire life, and I had money now.
Right.
But I was the most miserable person. Like, dude, I was. It was.
How do you get a tech job?
I
You
lied
just
on my resume, boy. By the way, I'm gonna tell you guys now: don't lie in real life, but lie on that damn resume, boy. Lie on that. Lie, buddy. Everybody watching, lie right now. Lie on it. Because guess what? Everybody don't know what they're doing.
That's
and
so real.
Everybody's lying.
That's so real.
So lie. And I don't know if I can get. Well, I got a good lawyer. Okay, so there that is. All right.
Nobody
Right.
nobody
No, I know.
important's watching
Right.
this.
No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just joking. But anyways, yeah, lie on your resume.
That's
if there's
funny.
one thing you take from this pod, lie on your resume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get that IT job.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
And buy wet wipes if you have a hemorrhoid. Okay.
That's very important.
It's very important.
Hey, I'll cheers to
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Hit me
cheers
on
to
that.
one. Yeah.
Yep. I'll have to smoke a cigarette for that. I don't smoke, but
No, not anymore.
I just like to imagine when I just like to close my eyes sometimes.
You
and
like to
think I am.
reminisce.
Yeah. I kind of just
Reminisce on the old days.
yeah, just kind of sniff the tip of my fingers sometimes to see if it's still there, but it ain't. Anyways, but yeah. So ended up moving with my aunt, and then I was doing good at that job, and then God told me I was going to get fired, and then I got fired that same day,
Okay.
and I had just got a car loan.
He talks quick.
Oh, he spoke to me in cursive, boy. He was ready. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Dude,
yeah,
I
yeah.
was just, he was speaking in tongues, buddy. Speaking a whole damn palette, I tell you. And I just knew it was coming.
Okay.
And, dude, I remember I cried
Yeah.
because it was just like, I was getting money, just open up a car. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, and then, like, in an instance, it was gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how am I even going to, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my girlfriend, she was my girlfriend at the time. I'm like, I was just like, oh my God. And then I was just like, who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, who the hell am I? You know what I mean? And I just got it together. But, so yeah, I ended up pivoting. Once I got fired, I was like, okay, what can I do? And then I got into programming school.
Okay.
And I did that for, it was like a 6-month program, full time.
Like computer programming.
Yeah, like
coding,
yeah.
coding and
Because
stuff.
I was like,
Okay.
maybe I can love this.
Yeah.
You know
you're
what I
looking
mean?
You're looking for
like
love.
I'm looking for anything. I'm just throwing things at the wall, dude.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, because I'm like, music's not going to work no more.
How old are you?
At this time?
How are you right
Bro,
now?
this was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah. I know you
So
it's
my timing could be totally, I'm 28.
okay.
So
okay.
like my timing could totally a little bit be off.
Right.
But it was definitely within like last 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
Most.
Yeah. Hey guys, I hope you were enjoying this episode. I just want to take this quick, brief moment to remind you guys about the Patreon page. All the support from the Patreon goes back into the show to cover travel for more guests and to just all around make the show a better product. Some things that we provide on the show is extended cuts, ad-free of the podcast. So if you want to watch the full podcast without me yapping in the middle, you can do that on the Patreon. Plus, there will be more conversations with the guests as well. Also, we have a show that we're going to produce weekly. It's myself and Matt Craig sitting down doing a little bit of advice, maybe with some guests as well. That's always going to be fun. There's also Discord access, as well as some like poker tournaments, some other really cool stuff that we have going on in the Patreon. But yeah, enough of me talking. Down in the description is the link to the Patreon, and I hope you get a chance to check it out. All right, back to the podcast.
So I graduated programming school. I can't say this. Okay, I'm not going to say that. Because I can't say that. I don't know if, I don't know. I guess maybe I could, but
you can say it. We can cut it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it's bad, but dude, oh my God, my fiance is going to be probably mad, but it doesn't matter because everything worked out.
Everything did work out.
Okay. I bullshitted my way through that entire 6 months because I thought, God. Okay, give me hold on.
You're talking about programming school.
Buddy. Listen to me, bud. I started going in person, and I was like, I ain't cut for this. I was like, yo, can I do this from home? And they were like, yeah. Buddy, I had the damn triple monitor setup. How do I do this? I was going into other people's repos that graduated the class previously and finding their code and copying it and putting it in my code to get it to work and function. I didn't know what I was doing, and everybody thought I was great at it.
I bet you there are so many people that just heard you say that are like, oh wow, I'm not the only one. Dude. Like, thank God I'm not the only one.
Oh, buddy.
Wait, what grades were you getting?
Oh,
A's?
Buddy, I remember my professor put his hand on my shoulder, buddy, and it wasn't even my work. Okay. They had me speak for that class. They had me do everything, and I'm up there like, you got to get it good, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dude,
yeah.
I was like, I've never felt more of a fraud in my entire life. Okay.
Yeah.
And I used to.
You felt like an imposter syndrome a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even be that, buddy. They found the body and wires. Okay. That's an Among Us reference. All right.
Right.
They knew I did it.
Oh, really?
No, but I'm saying like that's how I felt. Like I was more than the imposter.
Okay.
Like I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah,
So graduated that class. I knew a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't know a lot of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You knew how to Google. It taught you how to Google.
That, and I knew that I lied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew I looked at my work and I said I didn't put none of this in here. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
And you should still lie in your resume.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, graduated that, and then dude, I was applying for jobs for like 6 months.
So where did you wait? This is college?
No, it was like a programming
school.
It was like strictly 6 month program for like programming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, because I was like, okay. Again, I'm not even thinking about streaming at this point. It's not even a thought in my head.
Are you still playing? Did it go down a little bit? Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
Did you? Are you still playing games at this point?
Every day of my life, dude. I was playing games in the software class.
This is 2020. I'm guessing you're playing.
No, this would be 2023.
2023.
Yeah,
oh,
this
so
would
what
be
are
2022, 2023. At that time, a lot of Valorant.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that thing had its damn claws in me.
Yeah. I saw you
mean,
playing with Blake and George the other day.
Dude, and by the way, dude, shout out to Blake and George, dude. They are, I love them boys. Man.
Yeah, they're sweetie pies.
Like they're
kind of.
they were so kind to me, and we had a good time in those.
Blake actually introduced me to you. Blake found you on I guess TikTok or Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
He was like, because we've been really trying to lock in on our React videos, and he was like, I've got the next person we'll react to. This guy is hilarious,
dude.
And it was so funny because we reacted to you, we reacted to your Schedule 1 stuff, and then that day after we reacted, we went live, and that day you happened to come in the chat. It was some God stuff,
bro. It was definitely some God stuff, but bro, like I'm saying, like I've always loved you guys. I've always supported you guys. I've always like, you know, like I've always supported you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And it was just like I've always loved you guys, dude. Like you guys like saved me, and I know it might even sound corny. I don't care to say it because it's the truth. Like your guys' content, like TST, Optic, the whole conglomerate.
Right.
It's like you guys gave me so many nights of escapism, whatever you want to call it, that it's like there was times when I needed a laugh and I just needed a friend.
Yeah.
And I was able to just feel like I went to high school with you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And watching how well everything has been for you guys and how you guys are just doing like everything. And it's just like, bro, I was there when Hex was doing commentaries on Free For All on Crash Call of Duty 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's just like to see it be what it is now. I'm just like, I'm so happy to be like, first and foremost, a damn fan. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you guys.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Right. And it's like,
because I was a fan first too.
Right. And it's like, you have to be.
Yeah.
I genuinely think you have to be. Like, if you really genuinely like want to love something, you got to admire it from a distance at first.
Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So like, and you got, yeah, man, like the nights when I just like, the lights were off, maybe a bill couldn't get paid, like the water was cold, like whatever, like I could throw on a vid, like, and just be like smiling the whole time ear to ear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and so Blake, thank you for that. It really means the world to me. And then you believing in it enough to say that. So thank you, brother. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course.
But yeah, that night, dude, I was like, that's what I'm saying. Like I just got off stream and I'm like, I have like, I don't know, like $1,500 in my PayPal from like TikTok, which I just leave there. Like the money that I make from TikTok, which isn't a significant amount anyway, but like I just leave that in my PayPal because it's like where I buy games or whatever. And
Uber
I'm like,
Eats.
Dude, to be honest with you, I don't really be doing
Thank
that.
God you
dude,
don't, man.
Dude, I'm like,
you're a better man than I.
Dude, that's the one thing that I can't subscribe to. Like,
good.
Because I'm just like, bro, a damn burrito for $42.
I know,
I'm
man,
like, I'm
know.
about to just walk to the damn store. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But it's like a drug too. Like
What,
those
Uber
apps,
Eats?
those apps,
no, it's
those
bad.
food apps are
it's
like
so bad. And the only reason I said that is because my Uber Eats is connected to my PayPal, so I'll leave money in my PayPal because I know my fat ass is going to be ordering some Taco Bell eventually in life.
Right, 100%.
It's going to happen, you know.
But yeah, man, I just like ended streaming and I just seen you boys were on, and I'm like, I got like my own money now. Like I can physically support the people that I love and that I admire. And I was just like, drop you guys $5 or whatever it was, 10, 5. I don't know what it was, but it was just like.
I read it and I was like, wait, I didn't know if you and Blake had been like buds or something because we had just
that's the
that
craziest
day
thing.
talked about you.
Like, bro, if that like the fact that you were like, all you guys were like genuinely like, what just happened?
Exactly.
Like, how did he know that we did that type thing? You know what I mean? And it was just like,
I was like, hey, I was like, Blake, isn't that the guy? I was like putting two and two together. Yeah, that was crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. So you got the triple monitor set up and you're programming. So we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there. So graduated the programming school. I applied for, I don't know, dude, I probably applied for 300 jobs in 6 months.
Wow.
Maybe more. And it, like applying for jobs was my full-time job, which is a crazy thing to say.
Right. Yeah.
And
it happens to
I
many
got
people.
One interview.
Wow.
And it was 3 rounds. And I didn't bring it, which I wish I did, but I brought it with us to the hotel, but I forgot. So I have a journal that I started to write in.
Yeah.
This was when I was applying for this job. I was like, dude, I just need to start writing things down. Like, I just need to document what's going on in my life. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do that.
Yeah.
So I bought that journal. We could get to that in a minute. But yeah, so I applied for like, I don't know, 300 jobs. I got 1 interview. It ended up turning it into 3 rounds. And I ended up not getting the job.
Right. Gotta be heartbreaking.
So, yeah. But before that, I ended up getting a job at like a warehouse doing like third-party logistics, like shipping, manufacturing, things like that, because my brother works there.
Okay.
And he like was able to get me on or whatever. And I was just working that job while trying to get better jobs programming.
Right.
And it was now we can get more monitored. So it was November. Yeah, it was like November 23, 20. Again, it's in my journal, but November 23rd, November 22nd, one of those days, I wrote in my journal. I was like, I'm starting to make content tonight. And I'm going to do it. Because I was living at my aunt and uncle's. I had about 1 year left before they were like, you got to go. You got to start flying. I was like, I'm going to take this next year where I have no responsibilities, where I can just save money and work this job at this warehouse.
Right.
And I'm going to give what I've always truly wanted to do a chance. I'm going to show up every single day.
Yeah.
I don't care if I don't want to. I'm going to show up. I'm going to finally give myself a real chance and show up every single day for an entire year. If by the end of that year, there are no results to show for it, I'll quit chasing my dreams. I'll climb the corporate ladder and I'll find a way to be happy.
Right.
And
your girl sticking with you throughout all
she
this.
was totally anti-stream, like video game
Really?
stuff.
Yeah.
She
I can imagine.
she's
yeah.
not hip to the world at all.
Well, it's a tall task.
Yeah.
to have,
100%.
you know, to have, because my ex, that's really the only way I can really like relate, is like she was going to college and she knew she was going to be a doctor.
Mhm.
She's a doctor now. And like, I remember like I'm in my second year of college and I'm like, hey, like I don't like this at all. I think I'm going to try this gaming stuff.
Yeah.
And it's such a different, like, she's 3 years deep into being a doctor.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm like,
crazy. dude.
I can't afford my rent, but I don't want to go to school anymore. I'm going to
Right.
be a gamer.
Mhm.
And it's so different, but like,
in your era too, when you were like, I don't like, you're not old.
yeah, like
but-
2013.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like,
no
and-
one did anything.
dude, nothing was going on.
No,
like the
no, no,
gaming
no.
space was like this pipe dream.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it was nowhere near as big as it is now. So you making that jump with somebody who knows they want to be a doctor,
Right. Yeah.
And you're
It's-
like, I just want to be a damn gamer. bud.
exactly. And
You
the
know
same
what I'm
with
saying?
you, like an
Yeah.
accountant,
Right.
like who very good with numbers, knows what money is.
And
and you're
she
like,
knows what I'm saying ain't adding up. You know what I'm
you
saying?
Want me to refill you?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
And yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I can imagine that's tough. It's
Yeah.
It would be tough for anybody.
hmm Hey, Matt, what's the square root of an onion, bud? Okay.
Whoa, man, you gotta put the mic up.
I
You
dude, it was
can't
my
just-
moment to snipe him real quick and just get him off that head glitch, boy. You're good, buddy. I'm just messing with you. It's shallot, by the way.
Shallot.
Yeah.
What the hell is a
You
shallot?
don't remember that? You don't remember the impossible quiz?
No.
You never took the impossible
Never took
quiz
the impossible quiz.
on addictinggames.com.
Never took it.
You
took
never
it.
did it?
I played the impossible game.
Not the
the-
impossible quiz
yeah,
is
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
yeah, you're gonna have to do that on stream one night.
Okay,
Take the
okay.
impossible quiz.
I will do that.
Maybe that would be something that you Hitch and George could try to figure out together on
Yeah.
stream. Like, boys, let's try to just get, bro. It's fun.
Okay.
There's
okay,
there's a second one that I've never got into, but it's like our era. Like,
Okay. I'll
Um,
have to try. I'll have to check
yeah.
it out.
So yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I don't know. For what it's worth, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you did that.
Appreciate it. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
I'm glad you did that because this space needs you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Dude, I don't even know how you do it.
What part?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you got your hands like in every like, dude, you're just such a naturally creative person.
Thank you, man.
And you
Thank
don't let your like plate like you don't care if your plate starts to get full. You're like, I'm gonna get a bigger plate. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a smart thing for me to
Right.
do, but I'm trying. You know, there's a
but
lot
and
of
it's like,
plates.
dude, but everything that you
one
have
of
your
them's gonna work out.
dude, I'd say like by the pod is fire, by the way. Like
Thank you.
I hope to see this like on the rooftops of a damn
I'm hope so. That's the only way I'll keep Matt.
right.
Is if we're on a rooftop somewhere.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Other's he's gonna go back to dentistry school.
Okay,
I'm
man.
trying to keep him out of
Okay.
that.
I got a couple filling, bud. I got a couple yavities, boy. So I don't know. That might be. Anyways, but yeah, man. I'm just, dude. You do great at what you do, man.
Thank
like
you, man. Thank you.
everything that you do, like that recent YouTube video you dropped,
Yeah, I worked really hard on that
Dude.
one. Yeah.
bro. I was gonna tell you too, dude. I don't know how to explain this, but like, dude, I think if you leaned into that, I don't know how to I don't know how to explain like I don't know what kind of like what am I trying to say? The way that the video, it was just a lot of work. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was very well made. It was kind of like I watch Ludwig a lot, and
Yeah.
and like it made me feel like I don't want to like say that it made me feel like I was watching somebody else's content because that's a disrespect to you. But like the
You
production,
can compare me to Ludwig all you want.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's
But
I'm not,
that's where you were going
I
with
just
that.
was like, dude, like it was so well, and I'm like, I feel like you just blend so well with that structure, you know, where you're like, you know, I played the top 10 worst rated games on it. That's been done so many times, but it's like you do so well with that structured atmospheric content where it's like you're able to piece everything so well together, and it works so well.
Yeah.
With like, and I think and I could totally be wrong, but I feel like it feeds you because you have this.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I don't know what we're sitting at on that video by now, but it's like, bro, you don't need to drop one of those every other day. Like those kind of content can be like once a week, even once every 2 week kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's what I'm trying to work towards. Yeah,
right, exactly. Because I was watching, I watched a pod with Wildcat. And he said the same thing. He was like, I would rather take time and drop a really nice video like every 2 weeks or one time a month,
right?
Than drops 7 videos a week that would accumulate to the viewership of that one.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And it's like, anyways, you did great on that.
Thank
and
you,
I'm
man.
like,
Thank you.
If you lean into more of that, I would hope that it would bring significant success to you.
Yeah, that is the goal. That's the goal.
So yeah, back to what we were like the whole you being at my aunt and uncle's. I told myself I'd do it for a year.
Of course.
And I was still working a full-time job. I was working overtime, so I was like getting up at 4:30 in the morning because I had to be at work by 6.
Right.
And I was working from 6 to 4:30. I'd get off work. I would start streaming by 6:30.
Yeah.
I'd get home at 5:15. I'd eat, shower. By the time I ate and shower, it was 5:45. I go live in less than an hour. I didn't even get time to sit down.
Wow.
And
you grinded.
I never complained. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's when it clicked in my head. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? I was like, the music, it took me, dude, I didn't have a job. I had nothing to do. I never wanted to get up and work on beats or write a song.
Right.
I had to force myself to do it.
Did you make money off of music?
I don't know, to buy maybe a damn cheesy bean burrito from Taco Bell, you know what I mean, or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But never money that would, was an impact in my life at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think I just got an email from TuneCore the other day. It was like, you need to put money on your counter. Your music's getting taken off streaming platforms. And I was like, all right, buddy. I'll figure out if I'm going to do that.
I'll get around to that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So I just, November 2023, I just told myself I'm going to do it for a year.
Right.
And by the end of that year, so from November 2023 to November 24,
right,
I quit my job to do this.
Okay. So had you been making money?
So my first paycheck from Twitch was like $400.
Okay.
And I was like,
you're like, that's enough.
I was like,
what is that?
What he was knocking. Oh. Yeah. No, it was.
There's another door. Sorry,
yeah.
We're in a hotel room, so
yeah. In a damn hotel room.
They think we're shooting a porno for sure.
Oh my god!
Look at all the cams and the lights and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Hold on. Is that a part of the Patreon? No,
yeah, subscribe to the Patreon.
Anyway, sub to the Patreon, buddy.
That's what fap.
All right.
Fapnap.
That's fapnap now, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I just told myself like, dude, I didn't find success with streaming until. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. So. Yeah. I didn't start streaming. My first stream was December 28th, 2023. Okay. My first stream. Right. I started making content in November. In November. I made all new socials. That. And I was like, I had 2 names to pick from.
Okay.
Leftovers.
I like leftovers. Because
I always take home leftovers.
Okay.
Swear to God.
I thought it was going to be deeper than that.
Nope. Nope, okay. Not at all. Okay, I was like, leftovers. Yeah. By the way, which is I think is a fire name for a pro player.
I think so too.
Like leftovers, just right. You know, what I'm saying? I can't codcast, but like cast in it all. But of course. Bro, I think that's a fire name.
I think so too.
And I was like, so it was between leftovers and fatnap because I love bro. I have microdose sleep, buddy.
Dude, I was talking to my fiance and she was like, what does fatnap mean? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, maybe he just really likes taking naps.
That's exactly what it is.
I was like, I highly doubt that.
I swear to God. Bro, when you just DM'd me like, yo, how about 6:15?
Yeah.
I woke up from a nap. I'm not joking. I left hack early because I'm like, bro, I'm getting a little damn drowsy, boy. Like you know what I'm saying?
Knock out a 30-minute or.
Oh, and dude, I feel like, oh my, bro, my toes curl on a nap. I swear to God, they do. I love a good nap, buddy.
Funny, yeah.
Yeah. But that's I literally love taking naps.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna go by Fat Nap.
Okay.
And then Fat Nap was taken, so I just did Ayo Fat Nap for my handle.
Right.
Because it's like Ayo Fat Nap, like it's like somebody's hollering at you. It's like Ayo Hitch, Ayo Matt,
right.
Ayo Buck, whatever. But now like my chat will literally be like, or like some people will be like, they'll be like, yo, Ayo.
They'll call you Ayo.
And I'm like, don't call me Ayo, bud. That's my damn prefix, okay? Call me Fat Nap.
Yeah.
And now they call me bald and whatever. They
6'4", 280.
Well, I say that, but they call me a midget, but it's whatever. Yeah. Or they call me 3'4", 60, but it's okay. I love them. But yeah, man, I started doing had my webcam set up, and I would just be like trying to make things that were relatable to go viral. I wasn't even streaming.
Oh, okay.
I would just I'd get home from work, and I would be like, okay, what can be like a funny clip?
Yeah.
That could go viral.
Right.
That could be relatable, whatever. And whatever. Because in my head, I'm like, because at the time, I couldn't. You couldn't stream on TikTok unless you had 1,000 followers.
Okay.
They've changed that now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So in my head, I was like, as soon as I hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, I'll start streaming.
Okay.
Because I was like, my whole plan, dude, I could have brought my journal, but I think it would have just dove into more time. But I would have loved to show you that I wrote these things down.
Yeah.
So I just wrote all these things down and like all these things that I wanted, and I just held myself accountable.
Right.
And I just started doing that, posting those clips. Eventually, I got to 1,000 followers. I had some things do okay. Like one video, I remember I booted up this game, and it was like it asked me for my age, and then I was like in my head, I was like, I could take advantage of this and make it a clip maybe.
Okay.
So I was like, when it's like age verification, like put in your age.
Right.
I said something like, "Oh man, I hate these. I didn't even sound the same."
Right.
I was whatever, but I was like,
"Oh
man,
you hadn't kicked in the accent yet?"
Nothing, dude. I didn't know who I wanted to. I knew what I wanted. I just didn't know who I wanted to be yet.
Okay.
I wasn't comfortable enough to be myself.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I was still adapting to everything.
Right.
And I remember I posted that, and it ended up doing 800 or 900,000 views.
Wow.
I was like, okay.
Holy
I was like,
shit.
yeah. So it was like,
this is early.
This was early.
Pre 1,000 followers.
Pre 1,000 followers.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I'm figuring it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was like put in your age, and I was like, oh man, I hate these things. Like the older I get, the farther I gotta scroll. It's like a damn doom scroll now. It was so corny,
right?
But
it
worked. I was like,
okay,
is it this easy, or is it just a one-off?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
So yeah, so I eventually ended up getting 1,000 followers, and then I was like, now it's time.
Now you can stream.
Yeah, I was like, now it's time. I'm holding myself accountable. I gotta go live.
Okay.
The first time I booted up stream, I was playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Right. What a game.
And I peaked at 1,500 viewers on TikTok.
Wow. Your first stream?
My first stream. I was 1,500 viewers on TikTok.
Oh my God.
I was riding a high, dude.
I can't even imagine.
Dude, I was also leaning a lot into the rapping part of me.
Okay.
So I was freestyling a lot, and
okay.
it was so freaking. If I watched them, if I was able to see those VODs now, I would.
Yeah.
Dude, I would throw myself off a balcony, bud.
It would hurt. Yeah,
it would. And then I think I had 15 viewers on Twitch.
Right.
Which is insane, by the way.
Yeah, to get 15 your first stream is crazy.
It's insane.
That's insane.
And I was like, okay, I think I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? And so that went on. So a lot for a while, I was just riding on the algorithm of TikTok Live. None of my videos really ever did well. And
what video? Like your TikToks?
My clips.
Okay.
They never really did well.
Okay.
Because I was still trying to figure it out. And you remember Backyard Baseball?
I do. Pablo.
That I seen there was this guy named Squid Legs.
Okay.
I was just scrolling through TikTok, and Squid was playing this game, and I was like, I can make this funny.
Right.
So I remember I booted it up on stream, and I was playing it, And
Right.
my chat was not reacting to it at all, and I was having it. Like, I didn't think it was good. I wasn't even having a great time. And I got I posted a clip of it, and I thought it was like a terrible clip. It was a throwaway, and it ended up doing like 15 million.
15 million.
Swear to God.
Oh my God. 15 million is crazy.
That's kind of where everything changes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, I'm figuring it out now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What's your highest viewed TikTok?
TikTok, I think it's somewhere between 25.
Oh my God.
My highest viewed clip ever is on Instagram. I think it's like 57 million. And that same clip, Hitch, dude, that clip did 55, 56 million on Instagram.
Right.
Somebody uploaded that same clip to Facebook. It did 25 over there.
Wow.
So that clip alone almost did 100 million views.
Wow.
And that was just 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that month, I remember I went to my like Instagram profile and I could like see numbers, which I don't engage in at all, by the way. I just
Really?
post and get the hell off my app.
Okay.
I don't try to engage with it at all anymore.
Right.
But that I remember like that one of those months, I had like 85 million profile visits on my Instagram, and it was like insane. And then even the Schedule 1 stuff, which
Yeah.
like the
Schedule. I mean, Schedule 1 stuff was amazing.
it changed my life. The
Really?
Schedule 1 stuff
Really?
probably changed. Yeah, the Schedule 1 stuff changed my life.
Yeah.
We
We posted because we've been kind of doing a bunch of React videos lately. It's just people really, really enjoy them, and
people love it.
people like watching them more than they like watching our gameplay stuff, and you know, supporting 3 people in one stream. Like we got to do what people enjoy watching.
Yeah.
It's a livelihood thing.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a lot of React stuff. We posted a couple reacts to your stuff, your
Yeah.
Schedule 1 stuff. And bro, those reaction videos got like 1 million views. And we don't that doesn't happen ever. Like
Dude,
not
that's
even
crazy.
often. It doesn't happen
Yeah.
ever. 2 different React videos
That's crazy.
of your clips
Yeah.
got 1 million views. And I was like, what the hell?
Dude, I remember, and I'm so grateful that you guys did that, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys, bro, like, my door is always going to be open to you guys, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, we might come knocking
yeah,
real soon.
and that's fine, bud. Like, I won't even lock it. I'll turn the damn cameras off, buddy. Okay? Like, I'll give you the mortgage. I don't even care. So, yeah. But dude, no, I'm just so grateful for you guys, man. Like, there hasn't really been a lot of people in the gaming space that have shown love to me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Um,
It's coming.
Like, yeah. And
I think there's a lot of. I think you're in like a new wave, a
Yeah.
wave that like a lot of people that have been in it for a long time, like myself,
Mhm.
like a lot of the producers at Optic, Matt, Roger, like we always are looking. We're
Yeah.
always looking to see what the next thing is because we want to do it too.
yeah,
Because Optic has been around for so long that like we don't want to fall to the wayside.
it'll never happen.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't
it could.
care.
It could.
It'll, dude,
It has happened to plenty of people.
it'll never happen to you guys. I don't, buddy. I'll kill it. Okay.
as long as
Yeah.
as long
So,
as the boys keep doing what they're doing,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it'll
Yeah.
never happen. But we're always looking for the next thing. And there's a Call of Duty streamer. His name is Lumpy, I believe, and he is so talented at like just how quick witted he is, and
He's got long hair.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking
yeah,
about.
he's very very funny.
Yeah.
He plays Rebirth all the time, streams on TikTok,
Yeah.
and it's just
He does great.
And I was watching. I've been watching him for a little bit, and I'm like, this is like the new wave. Like, get 4 hours. He probably streams more than this, but get a good 4 hour stream in,
Yeah.
and then get clips
That's-
off of that.
dude.
And then go and then Queso did it. Of course, Queso, one of the biggest streamers in the world.
Yeah.
He mastered it.
Yeah.
And my buddy Jack Morrison, he does a bunch of Instagram and vertical style videos
Yeah.
with his wife.
Yeah.
They
I know who he is.
Yeah, they do a couple content. And it's just like I feel like that's the new wave, and that whoever masters that, they're gonna be like
Yeah.
they're gonna be next up. And I
Yeah.
think you're mastering it.
Dude, thank you, brother.
Especially off of like
Yeah.
just what I've seen with the Schedule 1 stuff.
Yeah,
like,
thanks, brother.
oh man, like you're gonna as long as you don't ever get complacent, like
Dude,
it's
I'll
coming,
never.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, something. I know your life is. You said Schedule 1 is like changed your life, but
Yeah.
Schedule 1, I mean, amazing game,
Dude, those-
unbelievable game.
Those games don't come out.
Yeah,
It came out of nowhere.
right, exactly.
Like somebody came into my chat and was like, "Bro, you should check Schedule 1 out." And I was
Right.
like,
Oh,
Okay.
sure.
I
I'll
went
try
to
it
the
out.
Steam page and I seen what it was, downloaded it immediately.
Yeah,
that same night, I
exactly.
posted three clips. I woke up the next day. I think all 3 of those clips were over 1 million.
Yeah,
And I'm
exactly.
Like, okay.
Now imagine another Among Us comes out. Imagine another Fortnite comes out. Another game that is just that everyone's watching.
Exactly.
Because like Schedule 1 was great, but not everyone watched it.
No, it was niche.
It was niche.
It's massive.
Right.
But it wasn't like a Fortnite appealed to the entire world.
Exactly. Right.
I can't serve dough piss and the entire world know what the hell's going
Exactly.
on. You know what I'm saying?
I can't imagine if you were on your grind when Among Us was coming out.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Have you okay, sorry. Before,
no, you're good,
we were so close to the end before I start asking you questions.
No, yeah, you're good, buddy.
So you have that year.
Mm-hmm.
You have that year. You post some clips and things are going well. At what point do you bring in your now fiance and you're like, hey, things are working?
Okay, so there was one night. It was kind of close when we had like planned a small vacation, like a small little trip, and we were just spending time together, whatever.
Right.
And I had a clip doing well, and I remember I was sitting. I remember her and I, like, she had come over and we were talking, and I remember I was like, this is going to work.
Right.
I had like 0 followers on everything, but like
Okay.
I don't know where this belief came from, dude, but like I just believed. Like
Right.
There was nothing nobody could tell me that would make me not believe that it isn't going to work, because it was just this thing in me, dude. Like nobody could tell me. Like it was, from the outside looking in, I was delusional.
Yeah.
I was a psycho.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
Everyone is that makes it.
Yeah. And I remember like her and I, we had an emotional night one night, and we were like sitting in bed, and she was like, she said something to me, and she was like, I've always like something along the lines of like, I've always supported you. Like you tried the music. Like I'll never tell you to not chase your dreams, but like I don't want to be with somebody who's just always chasing their dream,
Right.
and picking up all that extra slack. And I totally understand it.
Completely understand that.
I totally understand it. And I remember like her and I were having this conversation, and I told her, I was like, if you want me to, like, I'm not quitting this.
Right.
And I'm like willing to let you go because of how much I love you, to not hurt you, but I'm not doing this.
Okay.
So like I even put my relationship on the line.
Yeah. Which
And
happens.
I was like, just give me a year.
Right.
And if by the end of that year, it's not something that's like whatever,
Right.
you know what I mean? And even then, like even when that year came, I was only averaging like 250, maybe 300 people a stream,
Right.
which is phenomenal, by the way.
it is.
It seems like a low number from people who don't understand the streaming space.
Right.
That number is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I quit my job at that number.
I was about to say you can make a living
Yeah,
off of that number,
and
as long as you have the right
Dude, I put-
community and
Brother, we had just got our mortgage. Like I had just got my house. Like,
Okay.
cause we saved up a lot of money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just got my house, and not even like literally a month later, I quit my full-time job to stream. Like I
Wow.
put everything on the line.
Right.
Cause I was like, I'm not turning back. This is
Right,
going
right.
to work. I'm going to make sure this works. And like, again, at the time, like, I was only averaging like 250, 300 people a stream, but like my chat held me down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I remember there was like the month that I quit, I had made like $7,500 from Twitch,
Right.
and I was making $2,500 a month at McKesson,
Yeah.
or where I was working,
Right.
like in my warehouse or whatever. And I was like, it doesn't make sense to be giving this place 50 hours a week when I'm only streaming, because I stream 4 hours a night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
So 4, 8, 12, 16. So I'm streaming,
Right.
like 50 something hours a month, and I'm just tripled my income.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I can, and I remember I sat her down and I was like, if I can give this my entire 40-hour, like 8-hour
Right.
day,
Yeah.
this, I'm telling you, like this
It's gonna be insane.
is going to be insane.
hmm
You know what I mean? And
That's my favorite part of everyone's story.
yeah,
Everyone I've ever talked to that is like, it starts clicking.
Yeah.
Like for me, it was Walgreens. You know, for a bunch of people, it's just like, why am I doing? I could be doing this,
Yeah.
and it's working. It's already starting to work. So now, like, it's starting to the tides are starting to shift a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
And yeah, man. So I totally quit prematurely. Like
Really?
I never not made enough money to cover all the bills and like whatever.
Right.
But like I should have waited until where I am now. Because
Okay.
it would have been a lot more comfortable.
Of course, yeah.
Like even when I told her like I'm not going to work tomorrow, like it was still a conversation. Like it upset her, and like I don't want to do that to her.
Of course, yeah.
But
yeah.
it was like she's not supposed to see my vision.
Right.
It's mine. You know what I'm saying?
get that.
Like nobody else is supposed to see it the way that I
way that
see
you
it,
see it.
because it's my
The
story.
way that no one's going to believe in you more
Exactly.
than you believe in yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, but again, everything is doing really well, and she definitely doesn't have any complaints now. You
Right.
know, which I don't know. And again, I genuinely believe that the main reason why I'm even where I am today is because of her.
Okay.
Because I want to give her the world.
Yeah.
I want to show her the world, and I never thought I'd be able to do that with,
Without this.
with a corporate.
Right.
I never would have made enough to
I get that.
give her what she deserves.
Yeah.
And in that thought process, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
and
It's funny because I think a lot of your community is going to watch this, and
they better.
they
better.
Well, I think
freaking better.
I think there's a lot of like communities are kind of strange because like there's surface level people that tune in, people that only watch your clips, people
Yeah,
that only watch your
100%.
social media. They don't tune into the stream, so they don't see what you're like.
Yeah.
4 hours deep when you're doing whatever you're doing, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, I thought Fatnap, Ayofatnap. I thought that was a character. I
Yeah.
thought it was something that you turn on the character, you do it for 3 hours, 4 hours."
Yeah.
But you wear your heart on your sleeve more than I thought you would.
Dude, I mean, who I am on stream is literally who I am as a person.
Right,
It's
yeah,
just
I can
way
see
more
that.
heightened.
Yeah, of course.
It is. Like, dude, I'm pulling up in camo pants. The outfit don't even match. I don't care.
Right, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's who I am. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, I think just living with that freedom of just being like, dude, it's just, whatever. It's just so important.
Right.
And
See that.
and then thank you for saying that, buddy. For real.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
do appreciate that. But yeah, man, I just it took me a while. It took me a while to figure out like who I was when that camera went on.
Okay.
It took me a while. Yeah, if you go and watch a lot of my old clips,
You don't know if you're Gene Boy yet.
right?
Are you Gene Boy or are you Fatnap? What's your real name?
Jacob?
Are you Jacob?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even say that.
No,
I'm
it's all
sorry,
good, it's
dude.
all good.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're
That's
fine. You're
that's
fine.
so
you're fine.
rude, man. But yeah, I'm Jacob. Jacob Gene, buddy.
Jacob Gene.
Yeah, that's
Jacob
where
Gene
it-
Fatnap.
Yeah.
Fatnap.
There you go.
See, I'm
yeah.
fat- I'm all
I'll
fat.
dox
I got-
myself, and I live on. No, I'm just playing.
I got Fap on the
Yeah.
brain now.
Yeah.
I keep saying Fatnap.
Oh God. You gotta get home and get a damn midnight release like Call of Duty, bud.
we gotta get home. We gotta
Yeah.
speed home.
Yeah. My God.
That's
You gotta
funny.
just let it out, bud. Jesus.
So I mean, it seems like things. So you got your own house. Things are going well right
Yeah.
now, and you told me you're reinvesting into your stream and stuff. You're doubling down, tripling down.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like what's the end goal?
100 acres.
Okay.
100 acres, couple cow.
I like that.
A couple cow. I don't know. I want to rescue some cows and some goats.
Okay.
And some sheep. I don't know. Maybe a
feel
couple
like you-
horse.
I feel like you got to go back to the Marlboros if you're gonna have a
Oh,
ranch.
I'll go into those damn cowboy conversations, boy. Yeah.
We're going back.
I'll make my own damn cigarette brand. No filter too, because I don't even know if I. No, I'm just kidding. Take you out quicker. No, I'm just kidding. I like being here, but no, man. Yeah, end goal. I want to stream for as long as I can.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
A lot of what's in my stream, like I'm obsessed with stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I can see
freaking
it.
obsessed.
I can see it.
I never envisioned myself like people will be like, dude, you're a comedian. I'm like, don't call me that.
Right.
I've never went on stage with a microphone in my hand and told jokes and
Right, yeah,
completely
yeah.
bombed. I don't deserve that title. I don't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But I get what they're saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not a comedian.
Right.
I don't consider myself that because to be called a comedian, I think that you need to go on stage and you need to bomb in front of crowds.
Right, you gotta work
You
your
need
way
to
up.
fail and you need to be terrible and you
Right.
need to be spit on to be called a comedian.
Yes.
And I could be wrong, but
No,
like
no, I've
that
had this
art
conversation
form,
many
I
times.
think that art form is just not everybody deserves like that title,
Yeah.
and I don't deserve that because I haven't went through that process.
I
Now
get that.
I think I would. I think I would probably make it like an IRL stream out of it where I go do
Right.
some open mics, bomb, whatever.
Yeah.
And just
I
be
like
it,
that.
every couple of months, like, hey, tonight I'm doing an open mic. Let's see if I bomb.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be against that at
I
all.
like that idea a lot.
But
I
because
don't know if anyone's ever done that.
I don't think so
Yeah.
either, but I would do it for sure because I think it would be fun.
Right.
It would be really cool if I could have TTS involved. Because that would be like the heckler, you know what I mean? I'll be like, yeah,
They're
okay.
heckling you.
Like my chat's heckling me on stage,
I
and then
like
I'm
that.
responding to that. You know what I mean?
I like that a lot.
Yeah. So I don't know. My end goal, man. Like I said, I want to stream for as long as I can. I mean,
Good.
I think I'll do it, and I don't think I'll ever not be happy with it. You know?
Yeah. It seems like you do your own. It seems like you do your own thing. You and your community are very tight knit, and you play. You play the fun games, and you make the most out of it. Do you envision yourself collabing in the future?
It's a very big dream of mine.
Really?
Like, yeah,
Who give me 3 names that like you're trying to get to. Unless that's too glazing.
No, I don't think it is. Like, I think that I don't know how this will be like responded to. I would love to do something with Queso. Like,
Dude, that's the first person I had in mind.
he's a big.
I think where you're headed is where he came from. Like,
Yeah.
I think you guys are very
appreciate that,
similar.
man.
Yeah, I think you guys are very, very similar. You guys play similar games. You guys, you follow your own lane, really. But like whenever Queso does collab, it's great. And I think you could do the same.
Yeah, he's definitely up there. Like,
He's also an Optic fan. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I watched a Jinxie Pod. Like,
Oh,
he-
yeah.
100%. Like, dude,
he DM'd me and said that he was one of the biggest big timer fans.
oh, he better be because that's the only team to be a big fan of, buddy. I don't care. All right. And I'll say that with my chest out. And I don't have chest hair, but I'll say it. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I had to glaze that. But anyways,
it's all good.
no, it's very, that's like, yeah, I love Case, man. Like,
yeah, of course.
I was watching his streams when he had 200 viewers.
Really?
I swear to God. I was on the Queso train early. I was telling my boys, I was like, he's the next big streamer. He was live on Twitch. He'd have 250 people. I'd be watching.
Yeah.
He's a big reason why I gave it a chance because
Yeah.
I seen him go from 200 viewers to 50,000.
Right.
I watched it
Of course.
and I was like, I don't know why I felt that way, but I was just like, also like, dude, if he could do it, I know that I can.
And that's I mean, I think
So
in my day it was upload YouTube videos, and then if you're good on YouTube, maybe people will watch you if you go to Justin TV or Twitch.
right,
But nowadays it's make TikToks,
dude,
then stream on TikTok.
clips, bro.
Then maybe you can stream. And it seems like that's what he did.
Yeah.
And he encourages people to do that. And that seems like the path that
I'm
you're
doing
going down.
exactly what he told everybody to do.
And you're
it's
crushing it.
working.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But dude, if there's anybody who's like dreaming of trying it, maybe you've been trying it. Like, I literally, dude, do not stream 10 hours. Don't stream 8.
Yeah.
Don't stream 7. Don't stream 6. Stream 2 hours, 3 hours, stream 4. I stream 4 hours a night, always have.
Right.
And within that 4 hours, I'm like, I literally have it all set up to where when I press a button on my stream deck,
Yeah.
it clips everything in vertical. The last minute and a half. I will literally put. I want to put like anybody who wants it. Like, I will give you guys all of the whole setup of what I do,
Yeah.
because it literally click a button, it clips the last minute 30 in a vertical format, and then you go through, cut what make, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I every stream I probably have 25 clips.
And
Three
do you
of them
edit you edit yourself?
I do everything myself besides YouTube. I
Okay.
ended up having somebody DM me on YouTube a couple months ago. Their name is Buddy Cake. So, Buddy, I know you're gonna watch this. Grateful for you, bud. Thank you for believing in me. He DM'd me and he was like, "Dude, I want to edit for you." And I was like, "Bro, I can't pay you."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I don't care. I know I believe in you. I think you're gonna be whatever." And I was like,
That's what happened with Matt.
Really? You did the same thing?
Yeah, he was like,
You did the same thing?
I was like, please, Matt, let me pay you $3,000
Oh.
a month. And he was like, I don't even want it.
Matt, I'm getting your name tattooed, buddy. I'm freaking
I
proud
was like,
of
I'll
you,
pay
bud.
you $30,000 a month. And he's
Dude,
like, don't even worry about
That's
it.
the way to do it.
I know. He's a real one.
Like, and look at you now. You get to walk around.
You get to
Look
walk.
at
You
look
get
at
to.
that damn ice, buddy. Look at that.
You
I
get
might
to
have to go
set
buy
up-
some rollerblades or ice blades, bud. Just get a little bit of time around your neck there, bud. Look at that.
Now Matt gets to set up in hotel rooms. And,
Yeah, that's all right.
And he loves it, man.
Fix some feedback,
He
but
loves
that's okay. No, Matt, for real though, I'm proud of you, buddy. You did it the right way, and I'm glad you're reaping what you're reaping now, bud. For real.
Yeah, he's a millionaire now.
Oh God,
Look at
Matt,
him.
what's up? You single? No, I'm playing. Sorry, Matt. Anyways, yeah, sorry, bud.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but that's the way to do it, man. So
Yeah.
Buddy did the same thing, and I was like, bro, I can't pay you. And then like I had like my last month, I had like probably the biggest month I've ever had.
Really?
I mean,
Okay.
it was the biggest month I've ever had.
Right.
And like I like slid some money to like all my mods who's been there since day one, and
Of
I
course.
slid some money to my like to Buddy, and it wasn't even a significant amount, but I'm like, hey guys, when this gets to a point where I see it being, I'm gonna take care of you guys.
Of course.
I don't know if I could put you guys on a salary or something. I don't know what's that all looks
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I'm like, I will take care of you guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's so important.
Mhm.
It's important to do that.
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So Buddy does a lot of the YouTube edits, basically the majority of them. Sometimes when the Buddy's not able to, like, he's busy or whatever, living
Right.
life. I'm like, go live life, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like I can take care of stuff too. It's not a big deal. But all short form and everything else and YouTube thumbnails, I do everything.
Wow.
I still do everything. And
Oh
if
my
Buddy
God.
wasn't there, I'd be doing everything still.
Yeah.
Now, to be completely honest with you, I don't like doing like the editing.
Of course. Yeah.
To be honest,
I get that.
but like I don't plan on posting on like short form forever.
Oh,
Like,
really?
I'll eventually get to a number when I'm live where I won't do it no more.
But you'll have someone else do it.
I'm
Or you don't know.
well, my manifestation,
Yeah.
my vision, what I'm like speaking into existence is like eventually, hopefully, you've seen them all. Like people just have like people will just be like FatNap clip accounts or they'll like TST
okay.
clip accounts,
I
and
get
they'll
that.
just make them because they know they can make money.
Right.
And it's like
That's what's
eventually,
happening with FaZe right now. Pretty big. Yeah.
yeah. And so I'm eventually hoping that kicks in.
Okay.
So I'm like, I can back away from the short form, and then
Yeah.
I can just solely focus on being great on stream and making YouTube great.
Okay.
Because that's the end goal, is where I can boot up 4 hours a night, and then I can not touch anything else if I don't have to.
Right. That makes sense.
Because then I can just spend the rest of the time with my fiance, who,
Right.
and then we can
And
just
the little fat naps.
yeah. Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, she definitely wants kids. I
Yeah.
think that I do too. Now that I'm able, like, if you would have asked me 5 years ago, I would have said no. But like now
Mhm.
that I'm able to maybe afford it
Right.
or get to a point to where I can't afford it, I'd love to have.
What's your relationship like with money?
That's a good question,
Because
dude.
it seems
I'm scared to spend it.
You've alluded to it a few times, but it seems like you respect every dollar because of childhood.
100%.
Yeah.
Like Buck will have to beg me to spend money on like the stream or something.
Yeah.
Like I'll text Buck and be like, "Hey, dude, like this mic still works, but like, should I?" And he'll be like, "Dude, just spend the money. Like,
Right.
it's not even gonna hurt you."
Right.
But like, I have to convince myself, like, okay, like the when I bought the new SM7B, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, I have mics that work. Why would I do that? But it's
Right.
like I've always wanted it. It will be an upgrade to the stream.
Mhm.
I'll have to convince myself an entire list of like, here's all the reasons why I want it, and here's all the reasons why I need it.
Right.
Here's why I shouldn't, because I'm so. We got evicted so much growing up, buddy. I felt like I was already a triple platinum touring artist. I was always on the road,
Yeah.
always in some new environment, always somewhere. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that has scared me because it's like, if I just keep saving what I'm making, then I know that like I'll never not be able. I'll always have my home. I have a place to call home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my relationship with money is like, I'm trying.
You're not going to buy any chains anytime soon, is what I'm hearing.
I don't think I would ever buy.
No Lambos.
No, my dream car is a custom Ford Bronco like 97.
Of course.
But it's as much as a Lamborghini. So I would spend that and not think twice about it, to be honest.
Okay,
but that is like my dream truck or my dream car or whatever.
Of course, all right.
But yeah, man, like it's weird. Like I don't even like saying like, oh, it's weird. Like now that I have money, it's like I'm not even like doing like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not rich by any means. I don't even care. Like, what does that word even mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can eat a steak that's rich. It ain't got no damn money in it.
That's
you know
true,
what I'm saying? So like, so what the hell are we talking about rich? You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But I don't know. None of that matters to me as long as I'm making people laugh and I'm impacting people in a positive way, I guess.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the money is just a side effect of doing something that I love.
Yeah.
And I hope that I'll get comfortable enough with just spending it. Like not recklessly, but it's like I hope one day I can be like, you know what I mean? Like this ain't gonna hurt me if I you know what I mean?
Makes
so my
perfect
relationship
sense.
with money is a little, I guess, toxic in a way just because of how we grew up. But it's like I'm glad for it. So that way I'm actually
I think it's a lot better than the alternative, than the opposite. The
Totally.
opposite being I know a lot of people in our industry that made a lot of money that didn't have that feeling for it. Like, you know,
yeah.
money wasn't really a thing, wasn't really a concern of mine personally.
Mhm.
My parents, you know, having grown up and realizing it, you know, in retrospect, it was a big thing for them. They had to figure stuff out for me to give me the life that I had, but I never like thought about it. So I definitely treated money very like, it'll come, it'll go. Like,
like nonchalant.
And,
Yeah.
you know, for the first couple years of my adult life. And I wish I hadn't done that.
Okay. So how was your childhood? Like, was it like, if that's okay for me to ask,
course,
because
yeah,
you
it
can
was
totally
great.
tell me no, because
No,
I want to know about you.
Yeah,
dude.
my
Like,
childhood was great, man. It was
Yeah.
it was a white picket fence. It was mom, dad, dog. I'm an only child.
Okay, now that's interesting.
Soccer, soccer every day. Youth group on Wednesdays, church
Wow.
on Sundays. You know,
Yeah.
guitar playing acoustic guitar. I know I had the
God,
great,
dude.
really, 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 really great childhood.
I move in. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, no, I
might need to go back. I just want to experience that. No, I'm
yeah, and
playing.
I'll talk to people, and I just assumed that was everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I had that because both of my parents had way more difficult childhoods than I did,
Yeah.
and so they tried to like give me the best childhood,
which is
which
beautiful.
In retrospect, I like considered that being sheltered,
Mhm.
but in reality, they're just like, you know, we don't want you to do what we did. Like, let's just give you the best. You know, so yeah, up to 18, like I had a perfect childhood. Really,
But dude, that's a blessing, bro.
Yeah, it definitely
And you
was.
should never feel
No,
guilty about
absolutely not.
that.
No, no.
Never.
I mean, eventually in life, I had the opposite, but
Right. Yeah.
but
which is all part of the process,
Of course,
though.
of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you experiencing that opposite side as an adult, like when you were like, bro, I'm about to go get this on my own.
Right. Yeah.
Like that's so important. And
Right.
and I also think that it's like you knowing that you could have that, you have that safety net just in case.
Right.
I don't care what anybody says. Like if you have that and you're able to utilize that to go and chase, like look where you are now.
Yeah.
Like it's just like having that safety net, knowing that you could take that risk
Right.
or whatever. And it's like, dude, you're exactly where you're supposed to be
Yeah.
because you gave yourself a chance and you believed in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you came up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
like you
course.
still decided to go and get it through the mud,
Yeah. Yeah.
knowing what you
I
have.
put myself in the mud.
Exactly. And it's like, dude, look how,
Right, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You're sharp. You have your own things. You know what you want. Like and it's like, bro, that's something to be proud of. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, if I could have grew up with a white picket fence and a couple yard brownies, that's dog poop, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Then I would have
Definitely
done
many
that.
of that,
You know what
many
I'm
of
saying?
those. Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, whatever,
Of
dude.
course,
you
of
know what I
course.
mean? But that's the beautiful thing about having conversations with people. You get to just kind of learn about that side, and you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's just like, it's a beautiful thing, dude.
So how's the family? How's the family now that you know things are going? You know, you're just starting. I mean, you're 3 months into your peak, right? Like
Yeah.
where you've peaked so far, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
only going up.
Yeah.
So like, what are they thinking?
Dude, can I pee real quick?
Of course.
Okay. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I think I squirted a little bit. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Maddie, that's not wetness from me, bud. That's from the ice.
You gotta stay tucked. You gotta stay tucked. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode with Fatnap. We do continue the conversation over on the Patreon. If you guys want to go check it out, it's awesome. I had a blast talking with him. He's got an incredible life story, and he is hilarious. I'm telling you guys, invest in this man because he is the next up. But if not, then thank you so much for watching this episode of Around the Bar, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.